Check 1 2, check 1 2 3 4. And good morning from the Bud Bakewell Ice Rink, Riverside Park just north of downtown Buffalo, as we are set for a morning of Hasek's Heroes Hockey. It is a doubleheader this morning on the Nickel City Hockey Network. Thank you so much for joining us this morning as we have the 10U matchup between Hasek's Heroes and the Amherst Knights to kick things off this morning. Set to go here for puck drop as we get set to go for our first game this morning live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, the new gold standard in digital media solutions. Good morning, my name is Aaron Elpern, joining you for the call of this morning's game. Guest camera operator this morning is Gabriel Mason. As we are underway here in the 10U game, and the first opportunity going right to the Hasek's Heroes side as Sapansky gets the chance, can't quite get it on net. Second opportunity maybe here for the Heroes. That one goes by the wayside and then played out towards the boards. Heroes keep possession though. Playing it in the far corner, comes out towards the front to Sapansky. Circling back towards the point. Sapansky stops at the point and feeds it towards the boards. Heroes keeping possession for a good long time here on this first shift. Now just losing possession, but they still keep it in. Sapansky making another play here. Goaltender out of the crease there, but Beyer coming in to make a good play to make sure that there's no possession for the Heroes to get that shot away. Finally, the shot comes in from the point, right in on goal. Save is made. Second save needs to be made as well by Halton. Two quick opportunities there in quick succession for the Heroes. Can't quite get that first goal of the game though, but a good first shift to really set the tone this morning. 9:03 left to go in the first period. No score yet here between Amherst and Hasek's Heroes. Heroes win control of the faceoff. Jaden Doyle trying to create something there, loses control of it. This could be a break opportunity now. In alone with the shot, but a great save. Aaron Crispin, first save that he needs to make today, and he makes a beautiful stop on the breakaway. Puck comes towards the boards. Seabauer keeping it in there for Amherst. Comes back towards the middle. Heroes getting it cleared to the point, but they can't quite get it out. Lazor will get a second chance, and this time he does get that one out of the zone. Puck now in the Amherst end. As the Knights look to pick it up, carry it through the neutral zone, a little bit of room to work with here. This is Lincoln carrying it across the line. Lincoln with Lazor on him. Good defense there, two different Heroes, making sure there was no real path to the net. Shot misses wide. Now another shot attempt. This one's blocked on the way to the net. Seabauer with the third opportunity. This one again doesn't get there, as the Heroes doing a good job of getting in those shooting lanes. A couple of players go to the ice here along the boards, both back to their skates as the puck comes into the neutral zone. Amherst doing a good job of clearing the zone before re-entering, and now it's Lincoln and Stein coordinating to try to get that one across the blue line. They do, but the Heroes defense meeting them about 2 steps inside the blue line, sending it back through neutral zone. Puck comes in across the blue line. Stein with a player on him. Play towards the neutral zone. Jaden Doyle's got a step now and some speed. Good move to create a little bit more room. Doyle now stops at the top of the circle, cuts towards the slot, looking for that shot opportunity. Finally takes the shot, but it's blocked on the way through. Rimmed around the far boards. Kept in at the point by the Heroes. Played to the near side. Kept in there by Cannon. Into the far corner where it's Hearn finding control of it. A lot of room to work with as the Amherst breakout starts. Nice stretch pass into the neutral zone to Manning. He gets a touch on it, deflecting it into the offensive zone. Heroes defender is the first one there to it. But it's a turnover created by Amherst and a good opportunity in front. 2 shots, 2 saves, but the third one can't be stopped as it's Charles Hughes. Gets 3 different opportunities in front. Crispin makes 2 stops. It's the third one, though, that gets past him as Charles Hughes has Amherst on the board with 3 different chances there in front of the net. Hughes finally gets the finish there in the end, and Amherst goes up 1-0 with 6:40 to go in period number 1. Puck in across the Heroes' blue line. Quickly clearing the zone is Hamden Elmuse. Makes a good inside-outside move to get around the defender. Now can he run the puck down to get a shot away? Does get it away. Great save, though, as it's Shane Holt making another stop. He's made 2 really good saves here in the early going. Amherst looking to counter. This is Jackson Manning across the blue line. Takes a shot from distance. That one goes off the outside of the net, just a little bit of the post. Comes back out in front. Quickly falling on it is the netminder, Chrisman. Make sure he gets that whistle before any of the Amherst players are able to find that second chance opportunity. It stays a 1-0 game. Our broadcast this morning brought to you by Militello Realty. Militello Realty brings you unparalleled knowledge and experience in the commercial real estate market to buy, sell, or lease any investment, retail, office, or industrial space. Trust the parallel knowledge of Militello Realty as it is Amherst getting on the board again quickly off the faceoff. Quick faceoff play and a shot in on goal, and that one is finished in this case as it is Murray getting the goal to put Amherst up 2-0. Goals in consecutive shifts for the Knights as they get the momentum going on their side. Heroes trying to stop that. Jaden Doyle gets the defender to fall on the play. Now looking for that shot attempt. He had a couple of different Heroes in front of the net looking for a pass. Unable to connect on anything, and now Amherst starts again. Through the neutral zone, this is Lincoln with the puck on his stick. Cuts towards the blue line, and now in across the blue line looking for that shot attempt, but losing control as he got it towards the dot on the far side. Sapansky plays it towards the point, but can't get it out. Heroes now try to flip it out of the zone. This one does come across the blue line as Lotempio sends it back into the zone. That is the Amherst Lotempio, number 14, Devin Lotempio, not to be confused with the Hasek's Heroes coach, Joe Lotempio. Heroes now in the offensive zone. Jaden Doyle with the puck on his stick gets it to O'Sullivan just inside the top of the circle. Teams battle for possession along the wall, and Devin Lotempio plays it behind the Amherst net to Lincoln. Lincoln cuts towards the middle. Now finding some room here on the near side of the ice. Lincoln stops just before the blue line, then sends it across the blue line as it's though the Heroes finding possession there and sending it out of the zone. Murray quickly goes back in across the blue line, but that play is offsides, and we have a stoppage in play now with 4:40 to go in period number 1. It's a 2-0 lead in favor of the Amherst Knights. Heroes making a change here with a little bit more than 4.5 minutes to go in period number 1. Good pace to this first period. Amherst with both goals so far, but good chances at both ends of the ice. Amherst with a chance here, played towards the front of the net. Doing a good job of getting in that passing lane was August Blurch on the defense there in front of his netminder Chrisman. Puck behind the Heroes net. This is Lazor playing it to the far corner. Now a foot race for that loose puck against the far wall. Picking it up and looking for a shot opportunity are the Knights, as that one is fired right in on goal, but a little bit too much elevation on Stein's shot there as it went over the top of the crossbar and hit the back boards. Approaching 4 minutes to go in period number 1 as Amherst keeps it in the zone. Quick one-time attempt there by Stein as he had the turnaround shot in on goal. That one just barely missing the net as the Amherst quick play in the offensive zone, getting the Heroes defense having to move quickly. The only thing that didn't come together there for the Amherst scoring opportunity was the shot coming in on goal. Lazor and Howell coming back in the other direction for the Heroes, sending it into the far corner where it's Seabauer the first one to it. But it's going to be Howell taking that one away and playing it back towards the point. Kept in momentarily for the Heroes, but it comes back into center ice area. Amherst getting in the way of that passing opportunity as the puck is right below our broadcast position. And this is going to be carried in across the blue line eventually by Powers. Lazor now trying to get a little bit of a lane. He gets around one defender, has the shot opportunity, just barely misses the net with that one as couldn't quite get that one to hit the cage. Heroes finding control again. Good tight defense though by the Knights as they keep that shot attempt by from getting in on goal. Heroes still get it deep now and look to set up some forecheck pressure. 2:40 to go in the period as it's Smith Cannon keeping it at the blue line, but only momentarily as getting in that passing lane is Hearn. Really good defense by Tinka Cannon getting into that skating lane there. The Amherst player had a ton of speed coming into the zone. Cannon stopped right there where the puck was, made sure it didn't get in behind her, made a good play. Amherst with a second chance now, shot on goal, great save by Chrisman. 2:15 to go in period number 1 as Amherst again setting up some pressure here in the zone to our left. Keeping it in at the point is Beyer, but only for a moment. This is Howell now carrying it forward for the Heroes. Puck to the far wall. Manning plays it forward. No icing on this play as the puck goes back into the Heroes zone. Picked up behind the net. Two players fall to the ice as they try to find possession. Now a couple more players from each side join the fray and try to find control of it. Carrying it up ice, this is going to be Elmuse. Elmuse with two defenders keeping him from getting through the neutral zone. Amherst then going in off sides in the aftermath. Stoppage in play now with 1:40 to go in period number 1. Today's broadcast brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit them at enviousgameware.com to get your team a look to be envious of. Beyer playing that one forward into the offensive zone. Amherst with possession here just outside the blue line. Manning carries it across the blue line as they look to set up some offense now. Amherst keeping it in. Elmuse plays that one up ice. Now in a foot race with Lotempio. Keeps it in there just inside the blue line, but it's played out of the zone by Amherst as they now look to quickly counter. Played forward. Elmuse might have a second opportunity to create some offense as we approach a minute to go in the period. Elmuse just inside the blue line, trying to outmuscle Lotempio there against the far wall. Amherst, though, getting the better of that battle there along that far wall as both teams now congregate in front of the Amherst bench trying to find possession. It's the Knights that come away with it. Manning taking a shot from distance. That one misses the net wide. As it's Hughes now playing the puck forward, but it's played out of the zone by the Heroes, and now it's Lotempio in the neutral zone. Pass is intercepted, now played forward by the Heroes. Edmonds there along the red line. Tips it forward to Sapansky. Sapansky across the blue line. Tries to go around the defender, but Beyer staying with that play nicely as we have 20 seconds to play in the first period. Amherst looking to get one last opportunity before the first intermission. Good defense by Elmuse coming back there in the back check, and now he's got control of it in the corner with 7 seconds to go in the period. Played towards the front. Crispin has to make a save. Swung around behind the net, and the period's going to come to a close with a 2-0 lead in favor of the Amherst Knights. It was goals in back-to-back shifts for the Knights to give them that 2-0 lead, and we'll take that score into the first intermission. We'll be back with second period action in just a moment on the Nickel City Hockey Network.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Set to go for the start of second period action between Amherst and Hasek's Heroes. It's a 10U game in the Western New York Regional House League. 2-0 is the lead in favor of Amherst after one period of play. Joining you from the 412 Communications broadcast booth, my name is Aaron Elpern, giving you the call of this morning's game. Happy to be joined this morning by our special guest our guest camera operator, Gabe Mason, as Amherst gets on the board with the first goal of second period action, as it is number 44 getting the goal. That is Levi Hearn. 3-0 now, the lead in favor of the Amherst Knights. As mentioned, Gabriel Mason, member of the Hasek's Heroes 12U team, joining us on the camera today. Appreciate him stepping in the pinch hitting role for the camera operator duties. Certainly much needed this morning, as a little bit short-staffed here in the Nickel City Hockey Network, but always happy to bring you Hasek's Heroes hockey, youth hockey from across Western New York. Heroes looking to counter now after Amherst getting the first goal of the second period, opening a 3-0 lead. Lazor with a good shot there from distance, and a save having to be made by Shane Halton with the stick. Lincoln now finding control for the Knights. Tries to circle the net, play it up ice. Gets it to the blue line, but can't get it out of the zone, as now the teams battle for a loose puck along the blue line. It goes across the blue line into center ice and then comes back into the offensive zone for the Heroes, so that one will be an offsides call. And a faceoff coming up now in the neutral zone, right below our broadcast position. 10:56 now remaining in second period action. Set to go for this faceoff right along the Amherst blue line. Knights getting control and playing it forward. Now a foot race as the puck approaches the Hasek's Heroes blue line. Elmuse just plays that one backwards towards his netminder. Crispin falling on it. Didn't quite have possession. Had it for long enough though that he got the whistle. And it'll be a faceoff coming up in the defensive zone for the Heroes to the right of Crispin. Scrambled face-off as a rolling puck comes back towards the point. Shot attempt doesn't get through traffic, but Stein's the first one to it in the corner. Plays it out in front as that one ping-pongs around. Hits two different skates, comes right to Crispin. Had to act fast to make sure that one didn't get past. Chance now in transition. Shot taken there is almost a 2-on-0 setting up. Nahan Howell's shot unable to hit the net, though. Pass is intercepted, played forward. Good play by Tinka Cannon again, as getting into that passing lane, bravely stepping in the path of the oncoming offensive player. Two good plays already like that so far in the early going of this game, the first half of it from Tinka Cannon. Puck towards the slot. Stein lets a shot go. Save made by Crispin. Beyer keeps it in at the point. Beyer shot from distance. That one's right in on net. Crispin making another stop. Rebound comes right to Nahan Howell as he tries to play it out of the zone. Gormley keeps it in, however. 9:45 to go in the second period. It's a 3-0 lead for Amherst as the puck comes out into the neutral zone. Beyer almost waited out his team clearing the zone before sending that one back in across the blue line. Just didn't quite have enough patience, barely offsides on that play. Referees really being sticklers on that rule this morning, apparently, as we'll have the face-off to the right of our broadcast position with 9:39 to go in second period play. Heroes players getting set up here now, as we are set to go for this draw between Manning and Doyle. Doyle finding control of the puck as he tries to skate that one through a crowd of Amherst players. Spins around two different checks, keeps at least some form of possession long enough before Edmonds can come in and play that one toward the corner. Lincoln picking it up there. Plays it up ice. This one goes through the neutral zone, but it is tipped on the way through, so no icing on this play. Chrisman diving out of the net to fall on that one. There was an Amherst player, at least in the vicinity, that was Manning, at least trying to hunt down that loose puck. Chrisman doing his best Superman impression, getting a little bit of elevation on that one, extending to dive on that one and make sure that there was no easy opportunity for Amherst in transition. Puck played back into the neutral zone as Amherst looks to regroup. This is Lincoln now circling along his blue line as he fires a backhand pass up the far boards. Banks it perfectly to Lotempio as he chips it into the far corner. August Blurch is the first one to it as he looks to start the Hasek Heroes breakout on the near side. Lincoln keeping it in and with a little bit of speed, but he runs right into a teammate, and that allows Doyle to pick it up and circle it around the boards on the other side. Lincoln will almost keep it in there, falls to a knee, almost an opportunity for Edmonds to get that one forward, but it's sent back into the offensive zone by Amherst. Knights are offsides on this play, and we'll have a stoppage with 8:28 to go in the period. Our broadcast this morning brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers consultation for web and graphic design, social media, writing services, multimedia solutions, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. Face-off outside of the Hasek Heroes zone right now after the offsides call, as it's going to be Elmuse carrying it up ice. A little bit ahead of a steam there, but unable to really break through and get something going on the play. Loose puck in the neutral zone as the teams vie for possession. Heroes finding control of that one as they look to set up something here in a little bit of a transition play. It is O'Sullivan and Elmuse running into each other, but Cannon showing some puck support as it is Amherst, though, countering and sending it into the offensive zone. Good morning. Aaron Elpern on the call here this morning of the Hasek Heroes 10U game versus Amherst. Joining us this morning for color commentary, Sean McHugh, as we have 7:45 to go in the second period. Amherst with a 3-0 lead so far as the teams try to find possession on the far side of the neutral zone. Beyer playing it forward for Amherst. Crowd of three Hasek players, though, getting in the way and keeping that play from going towards the front of the net. Heroes playing some good defense there to make sure that Amherst isn't able to quickly transition toward the front of the Heroes' net. Puck here in the near corners. It's played towards the point. Beyer keeps it in. That is something that the Amherst team has done very well this morning. Defenders coming in from the point to make sure the puck doesn't leave the zone, giving some second chance opportunities. Elmuse, though, looking for a first opportunity here. Great shot, great save, as that is Halton making the stick stop. Puck comes well up into the air. Puck is then cleared out of danger by the defenders as Amherst now looking to counter and create some offense of their own.
And that's one of the risks you take, being a very aggressive team pitching. Oh, great job staying on side by Cannon. He's in.
Cannon with the shot from distance. Didn't have a lot of speed as the defenders were able to overtake him there. Smartly getting the shot away, Smith Cannon, after the good play by Tinka Cannon in the neutral zone. Heroes getting a couple of opportunities there in the last few moments. See if they can build some momentum off that, Sean.
And Elmuse, again, like you were saying, Aaron, Amherst doing a really nice job of being aggressive at the point, but when you have a speedster like Elmuse, you can get behind them if you maintain possession. Hasek's got a great opportunity right there. Big save by the Amherst goaltender, but let's see if Hasek kind of leans more on that, kind of stretch it, kind of like go long play, see if they can get behind this aggressive Amherst defense.
Yeah, when teams like to stack players along the blue line and make sure you can't leave the zone, the best thing to do is get players behind those defenders. It worked out there for the Heroes with that chance in transition. Let's see if they can set that up again as this game continues. It's Amherst looking to transition here, but a great play by August Birch to keep that in. He gets it to Doyle. Doyle with some room, lets the shot go. Just fired it a little bit too high over top of the crossbar.
Oh, he was looking for that top shelf, too. He did a really good job shielding the puck, and there's Lazor again. Last few minutes, Hasek has done a really good job tight-roping the line, keeping the play alive, which is leading to some offensive opportunities.
Good possession there for the Heroes on that shift. They get a couple of opportunities. Unable to get a real quality chance, though, on Halton, as he has shown already in this game to be a tough netminder to stop. That is 3 or 4 real quality saves in the first half of this game. Faceoff coming up to the blocker side now of Halton. Offensive zone draw here for the Heroes, but it is Amherst finding possession off the faceoff, but Doyle keeps it in. Doyle and Stein battle along the boards. Stein gets the better part of that one, now looks to carry it up ice with some speed. Stein has a player with him, but defense coming back well. Great shot as Stein does manage to get it away through traffic. Chrisman got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it from getting past him into the back of the net. Amherst takes the 4-0 lead, and that was good hockey on both sides. There was plenty of defense there in transition, but fighting that one off and getting the shot through, Amherst earning that 4th goal.
Yeah, Stein doing a great job protecting the puck. It was a really great dogged back check there by Hasek. But Stein, head up on the play, slams on the brakes, and then right as the defender crossed his face, used the defender as a screen, probably blocked the vision of Aaron Chrisman just enough where he couldn't get the full piece of the puck, and it scored it through because not only was it a heads-up play by Stein, he got a good piece of that puck too and put some really good velocity behind that.
Heroes clear the zone. Lincoln picking it up there and looking to counter.
Oh boy. This kid's got edge work. This might be trouble.
Defense, though, countering, though, and getting in his way just enough to slow down that offensive zone entry. Ends up being just offsides as the Knights unable to coordinate getting in onsides, but it'll be an offensive zone or just outside of the offensive zone face-off below our broadcast booth. 5:12 now to go in second period play. Heroes playing that face-off forward, but Lincoln plays it quickly to Hearn, who gets it in across the blue line. Manning making sure that puck doesn't leave the zone again. Cannon now trying to play it forward from in front of her net. Hughes, though, intercepting the pass and getting a shot away. That one missing the net wide. Charles Hughes had the first goal of the game. Now he's trying to set up another one. Gets the pass on the tape, but good defense making sure the shot doesn't get away. Smith Cannon now trying to go back in the other direction. Cannon with 2 defenders impeding progress, managing to get it into the offensive zone and get this one to Elmuse. Elmuse digging that one out of a couple of skates. Now along to Cannon. Loose puck in front of the net. Cannon now looking to circle. Wrap-around attempt doesn't get past the netminder as players fall to the ice and Amherst finds possession. Knights now carrying it into the neutral zone as Lincoln cutting back and forth as he tries to find some room to work with. Lincoln gets it across the blue line. Elmuse meeting him there, though, and making sure that there's no path towards the front of the net.
That's an interesting matchup. Elmuse and Lincoln, those are probably 2 of the strongest skaters in the game right here. And here's Elmuse right here. Let's see what he's got.
Camden Elmuse with a lane. Has a defender coming back, though. Hearn with a good play. Had just enough of an opportunity to knock that one off of Elmuse's stick. Made sure he took advantage of that opportunity and did so. Puck sent back towards the Heroes zone. No icing on the play as Chrisman comes out of the net to play that one. Manning finding control along the goal line. Looking to make a pass towards the front. Frankenberger defending there, as well as Edmonds. Taking control of that one are the Knights as they feed it back to the point. Loose puck coming towards the front of the Heroes net as the Heroes smartly get that one out of danger. Frankenberger playing that one towards the point where Lincoln will keep it in. Only for a moment, though, as it comes across the blue line and then back in. Offsides is the call with 3:14 to go in the period. Both teams looking to make a couple changes now.
Last 3 minutes of the second, Amherst does have a bit of a convincing lead, but it's not for lack of chances by the Heroes. They're getting looks down low, and the goaltender's making big saves. Hasek needs to just have an idea, just get one going into the third to build momentum. Don't get ahead of yourselves trying to get four, but also take care of business defensively because Amherst is still looking to push the play through the neutral zone.
Crowd of bodies around the puck in the neutral zone as it is Powers playing that one forward for the Heroes. Bayer finding it at the far boards, and he gets it to Warren. Played ahead, and this one's going to be a break opportunity for Murray. Has a half of a step, and that's just enough to get the shot away. Finds enough of a lane to get it past the goaltender. Now 5-0 Amherst as the quick transition play results in a mini breakaway, and that was just enough that the Knights needed to create the 5-0 lead.
Bit of chaos at the blue line, and Amherst comes out of there with the loose puck. Murray gets in right from the top of the circle in, had about a stick length of a break. Great job with a quick shot to the blocker side, and again, the goaltender Crispin's able to get a piece of it, but not enough as it finds the back of the net, and Amherst goes up 5-0.
Heroes get control of the next faceoff and look to eat back into that lead as we have a little bit less than 3 minutes to go in second period play. Opportunity for the Heroes there in front of the net, but O'Sullivan can't hunt down that loose puck. Lazor keeping it in at the blue line. Bit of a lane here for Bayer. There's a 2-on-0 for Bayer and Warren coming in for Amherst. Shots taken. I think Crispin got just a piece of that one. It rang off the post, though, as it's Amherst now swarming in front of the net. Murray's shot misses wide. Amherst certainly gaining some momentum from that last goal as they now are looking to add to it very quickly as they go to work here in the offensive zone on the forecheck. Murray's shot from along the goal line sneaks under the pad of the goaltender just inside the far post. It's now a 6-0 lead in favor of Amherst as they certainly got momentum from that last goal.
And it's not Amherst, they're scoring some pretty high-level skill goals. I mean, there was not a lot to shoot at there. And Murray again slides it right through the legs off the post and in. It's not like they're just getting lucky bounces. They're making plays and they're putting the puck into tight windows.
2:03 to go here in second period play. As the puck is back down here in the neutral zone, Stein carrying it forward, losing his balance. I don't know if there was a Hasek's player responsible for that. Stein looked over his shoulder at the referee like there was. Puck played up along the near boards. Back in towards the center of the neutral zone as the Heroes might have an opportunity with Elmuse and Sapansky. Elmuse tries to play that one to the front, but it just rolls off the edge of his stick. Amherst now looking to counter very quickly with Stein. Stein has a lane up the far side. Doyle gets into that lane, though, and keeps that play from really coming together. Now sent back in across the blue line by Tinka Cannon. Minute 20 to go in the second. Amherst breakout starting here. That pass comes towards the blue line. It's kept in by Frankenberger, and he gets it to Doyle. Doyle and Frankenberger trying to get that two-man game going just inside the blue line, but they're unable to really get it deep in the zone, and now this could be at least a little bit of an opportunity for Amherst, but Heroes doing a good job getting back defensively, making sure that there was no transitional opportunity. Puck banks off the near boards, right onto the stick of Stein, but he's got Doyle skating there with him, step for step. Stein lets the shot go. Crispin makes the save with the stick. Stein plays it back towards the front. Seabauer with the backhand shot. That one trickles over the goal line, and Amherst finishes the period off in style, getting the 7th goal on the board on the backhand there, as that was a nifty play from behind the net on the second chance opportunity, as is now a 7-0 lead in favor of Amherst.
And they're just vulturing around the net, making plays down low, and that's where you get them. That's what the coaches love to see, and Amherst making a living right below the dots, just banging home rebounds and pucks right around the side of the net, going to the dirty areas to get the easy ones.
Not satisfied either as they look to get that puck back into the offensive zone very quickly. Puck is back towards the Amherst blue line now as we have a little bit more than 20 seconds to go in the second period. Pass through the neutral zone. Take a cannon, the first one to it in the Hasek's Heroes zone, but there are swarming Amherst players there waiting for that one, creating a turnover, and now it's Seabauer with the shot from distance. That one misses the net wide. Stein on the far side. McDonald meeting him there. Horn goes to signal the end of period number 2. It's a healthy lead right now for the Amherst Knights as we go to the second intermission. Score is 7-0 in favor of the Amherst Knights. We'll be back in a moment here on the Nickel City Hockey Network.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Back at the Bud Bakewell Ice Rink for third period action here in the Hasek Heroes 10U game. Hasek Heroes against the Amherst Knights. Amherst with a 7-0 lead after 2 periods of play. As we join you from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, the new gold standard in digital media solutions. Aaron Elpern on the call this morning. Sean McHugh, color commentary, and now stepping in on the camera as our special guest camera operator this morning, Gabriel Mason, joining us for periods 1 and 2 before he has to go and get dressed for the 12U game coming up at 10 o'clock. Puck here in the Hasek Heroes zone as we are underway here in third period play. Heroes trying to skate the puck out of the zone, but two different Knights there, Lincoln and Hughes, making sure the puck doesn't leave the zone. Heroes now trying the other side of the rink on the breakout, but Beyer is the one to the wall there to make sure that puck doesn't leave the zone. Shot is blocked, though, and that puck leaves through the neutral zone all the way back to the Amherst blue line. Beyer circling there. Beyer with the lane up the near boards. Two defenders trying to keep him from getting towards the front of the net, but that backhand gets through along the goal line and squeaks through the legs of the netminder as Amherst with a hard angle shot. The difficult backhander, those ones are always difficult to read. That one also seemed to be rolling a little bit on the netminder as Amherst picks up right where they left off in second period play. Now an 8-0 lead in favor of the Knights.
Another seems to be a patented goal there by the Amherst Knights. They have a rolling puck on a sharp angle. They, instead of trying to make it look pretty, they put the puck on net, and because it's rolling awkwardly, it's tough for the goaltender to control, and it slides through again, and Amherst just pouring it on right now, and they're just looking to keep going. But here come the Heroes in transition.
Nahan Howell across the blue line, plays that pass towards the front of the net, but it's Lotempio there, at least playing it to the blue line. Elmuse intercepting that pass. His hard angle shot just barely misses the net as he spins to the ice and hits the backboards before getting up to rejoin the play. Almost right on time to get that loose puck in front of the net. Now as it comes towards the near boards, Elmuse is the first one to it again. Dogged determination on this shift from number 22. As it comes back out towards the blue line, that one's going to be just offsides on the play as the Heroes unable to keep it in the zone, but impressive effort from number 22, Hamden Elmuse, there on that shift for the Heroes as he seems to be personally trying to get his team back in this game.
They're leaning on one of their strongest players to get them back into it. That is what you do as Elmuse, continuing to utilize his great speed and skill. He's just been thwarted by a really, really strong playing goaltender today as well.
Elmuse and Howell out there together, a good combination to create some offense. Howell back there defensively, making sure that there's no pass towards the slot. Amherst, though, finds possession. Shot from distance. That was Lisker letting that one go. Doesn't get through the crowd of bodies in front of the net, however. Tinka Cannon in the far corner for the Heroes. Can't get it past Lotempio as now Amherst tries to set something up in front. Warren's shot spinning to let that wrister go as it just barely misses the net wide. That shot doesn't get through the crowd as now Elmuse picks it up on the far side. Quickly cuts back towards the middle of the ice. Has some speed now into the Amherst zone. Defender falls on the play. Let's see if there's enough room for that shot. Gets it away but can't quite get it on net as there was enough pressure from the defender to keep that shot from getting in on goal, but we are going to have a penalty called here on the play, as there was a little bit of contact here along the near boards. I think that's going to be a penalty against Elmuse for the Heroes. The body check call there made on the play, unable to really get a good clear look at that one myself, but the faceoff coming back into the Hasek's Heroes zone. So that's going to be a Amherst power play with exactly 9 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, and that's tough. That's an effort penalty there by Elmuse. He's just trying to dig in and try and get possession of that puck and create a scoring opportunity. Went a little overboard with the contact. Referee right on the spot makes the call, and Amherst is going to get a minute on the power play with 9 to go here in the final frame.
Amherst winning the face-off, but a really good play there, playing that one forward by Jaden Doyle as he got to the puck first after Amherst won that draw backwards. Now Doyle putting some pressure on.
Lincoln is the ideal penalty killer here because he's really strong with the puck and he's also strong on his feet. If he gets some space, granted Amherst just iced the puck, he can play keep away himself and kill a bunch, if not this entire power play.
So now it's the Knights that are guilty of icing the puck here on the power play. Rare mistake that they've made in this game. They seem to have played flawless hockey from the start, as just unable to connect on one pass. That does seem to be the first time that that's happened. See if the Heroes can do anything with a shorthanded offensive zone face-off. They do have control of the face-off, and now Doyle gets that one forward to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan in the high slot makes a move towards the mid slot, but the defense converges before he can get that shot away. Doyle's shot does get away from distance, has some elevation on it, and it bounces in front of the netminder, and that's Halton having to make the save on that shot that bounced right in front of him.
That was a heads-up save there by Halton as well. That puck wasn't flat. Here's a break.
Stein behind the defender, gets it to Lincoln in front. One-time shot past the netminder. Great setup there for Amherst as they take advantage of the aggressive play on the shorthanded attempt at the other end. They get behind the defense on the far side of the rink. 2-on-0 ends up being converted with a quick pass across and a pinpoint finish as Amherst continues to expand their lead, this time with a power play goal.
And Lincoln, again, using that speed, takes a shot. Another one from an angle. Good, hard shot at an open space. Goaltender doing a great job getting a piece of it, but these shots are coming in hot, and they're getting through, and that's another one for the Amherst Knights.
Puck off the far boards as it's Manning keeping it in at the blue line for the Knights. Bouncing puck, and that's Charles Hughes getting it deep in the zone, making sure that Heroes unable to find that one and get it out of the zone. Walking in from the point now is Byer. Has it in the corner with 2 defenders on him. Second defender on the play was Jaden Doyle. He's the one that took it away, played it towards the point, and now this is going to be O'Sullivan, maybe with a step on the defenders. Charles Hughes, though, great effort on the back check, making sure that O'Sullivan couldn't get in alone. As now Amherst looking to move it through the neutral zone in transition. Just offsides on the play, as we will have the stoppage with 7:19 to go in period number 3. Our broadcast today brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. To buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property, trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. 716-856-2872 or militello.com. Carrying this one in is Warren. Has a defender draped all over him, but still gets the shot away. Great pad save there, as that was Crispin sticking out the left leg, making a good stop to deny Warren what would have been a great individual effort goal. Calvin Warren now down low, monitoring that, looking for that rebound opportunity. Crispin tried to cover it, but it ends up coming loose as the puck now goes towards that far point. Wang can't get over there to keep it in the zone, plays it across the blue line. That's going to be an offsides call. 6:45 now to go in third period play. Amherst with a considerable lead here in this one as we get set to go for the faceoff in front of the Hasek's Heroes bench. And this is going to be Cannon and Warren on the draw. Heroes with possession off the faceoff. Played forward through the neutral zone, but it's going to be picked up there by Lincoln just inside the Amherst blue line. Carl Lincoln up the near side with speed. Carl Lincoln cuts towards the middle, has that shot attempt, and finds the goaltender leaning towards one side, but Looked like he got that one in. Finally, the referee blows the play dead and points towards the net as Carl Lincoln with a great individual effort to get the goal there. As just a little bit slow on the play to call the goal was the referee. It's still a goal, though, in favor of the Knights as they open up the what is now a 10-0 lead in this one.
Lincoln, like a third period hero, he's got juice right now, and he is absolutely skating with everything he's got, and it is paying dividends for him as he is having really no problem getting in behind the Hasek's defense from his deep position. Strong skater right there at this level. Going to be interesting to watch him because he's got the edge work down that usually doesn't come at this level as well as he does it.
Just across the blue line right now is Amherst looking to get it back into the offensive zone, create more offense here as it's Gormley finally getting it across the blue line. Lazor, though, is the one that picks it up as we're just under 6 minutes to go in third period play. Gormley creating a turnover, quick shot on goal. Good save by Chrisman as he pins that one to his midsection to make sure that one doesn't get free. Actually does too good of a job of making sure that one didn't get free. Needed some help from a teammate to dig that puck out. 5:51 to go here in regulation. Our broadcast today brought to you by Envious Gameware, makers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit enviousgameware.com to get your team a look to be envious of as the Amherst Knights continue to pour it on this morning. Quick turnaround shot and a goal there after the face-off play, as this time it is Stein getting the marker, Brennan Stein, his second of the game, as now Amherst continuing to add to their lead. Under 6 minutes to play here in regulation. Make sure you stay with us this morning, as coming up at 10 o'clock will be the 12U game. Same two organizations, Hasek's Heroes against the Amherst Knights in the 12U level. That game coming up at 10 a.m. here on the Nickel City Hockey Network. And our friend Gabriel Mason will be playing in that game. He was featured here in this game on the camera. Appreciate him stepping in the pinch this morning during the first and second periods, doing a little bit of everything like he does on the ice, doing a little bit off the ice now for the Hasek's Heroes organization as well.
Yeah, every organization needs a Gabriel Mason, and we are beyond thankful to be able to watch him, and it looks like we can even count on him as an emergency staff member when certain people forget to do stuff in the morning.
Heroes finding possession here as we're under 5 minutes to play in period number 3. Nahan Howell across the blue line. Makes the pass towards the front of the net. Looks like he was looking for the pass off the pads opportunity. Good idea there, as the only thing that kept that from really being a golden chance is he had Elmuse in front of the net. Halton was wise to it, though, as he made sure he made the stop, made sure that that puck didn't come off the pads in front of the net. There was no second chance opportunity, and the score stays the goose egg up there for Halton.
He has been the best player in the game despite the lopsided score, because when this game was closer, Hasek's wasn't really short on chances. They were just getting stonewalled by Halton, who just continues to play at a high level.
And before the first goal of the game for Amherst, there were actually 2 grade A chances for Hasek's Heroes. Halton made both saves on those ones. Team took some momentum from the stops and have built the offense off of it since then, and now looking to finish this one off in a proper way.
Well, Halton channeling his inner Dominic Hasek as he looks down at the mural. How many times growing up, Aaron, did we see Dominic Hasek keep the Sabres into games halfway through, even to the third period, before they finally broke through? Same deal with Amherst, except for they're providing the offense.
You know, it's something that we've seen time and time again during these broadcasts of Hasek's Heroes games in this building, with the big pictures of the NHL legend Dominic Hasek on the far wall, the wall to our left. We get some inspired goaltending performances out of players on both sides. You see it from Hasek's Heroes netminders and from the opponents as well. O'Sullivan maybe with an opportunity. Great defense, though, as Lotempio coming back on that play to make sure there was no clean breakaway. Devin Lotempio making sure that he does his part to help out his goaltender. Puck in the far corner. That is Wang finding control there and playing it along to Hughes behind the Amherst net. 3.5 minutes to go here in third period action. Amherst now having to play some defense in front of their net, as that was Doyle looking for an opportunity. Crowd of bodies around him, though, in white jerseys, though, making sure that Doyle didn't have enough room to take a shot. Now Amherst looking to create their own offense. Doyle's the one that's back on the play to create some defense, and he creates that turnover. Spins it around behind the net. Can't get it out of the zone, though. Charles Hughes keeps it in. Doyle trying to get it away from Hughes, but there's a second Amherst player there, Manning, that fires it right on goal. Stop made by Chrisman. Covers that one up to make sure that they can't get the rebound opportunity. And the offensive zone faceoff now coming up with 2:53 to go in regulation play. Our broadcast today brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. Consultation for web and graphic design, social media, writing services, and multimedia solutions, 412communications.com. Under 3 minutes to go here in regulation as Amherst finishing off a very impressive victory here this morning, as it's going to be another matchup between Amherst and Hasek's Heroes coming up at 10 o'clock. That is the 12U game. This is the 10U matchup as have 2.5 minutes to go here in this one. Ethan Lazor carrying it up the right wing wall. Lazor losing control of that one. Good defensive play by Beyer in transition as it's kept in at the point by Blurch for the Heroes. Player gets knocked down there in the near corner. Lazor was the responsible party for the Amherst player ending up on the ice. That's going to be a penalty. And at least for a minute of the last 2:17, number 23, Ethan Lazor, will spend that in the penalty box.
Another effort penalty there by Hasek's Heroes, just trying to pop that goose egg, and again, just a little too aggressive on the play, and Lazor finds himself in the box, and Hasek's will head to the penalty kill again.
Both teams making some changes here as we have a little bit more than 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Finally, the proper personnel out there for the 5-on-4 in favor of the Knights. Quickly played out of the zone by Elmuse, and now a foot race to it with Lincoln and Howell trying to get there. It is Lincoln the first one to it as he gets it up to Kisker. Kisker to Warren. Warren tries to step around two defenders, but it's Blurch and Elmuse making sure there's no lane toward the front of the Hasek's Heroes net. Heroes need to continue to play defense, though, as Lincoln had that second opportunity. They did do a successful job there of blocking his path to the front of the net. And they play it out of the zone into Amherst territory. Amherst, though, looking to counter. Take a cannon getting in the way, making a play here in the neutral zone. Shipping that one away from Lincoln, and now she has a chance to play it out of the zone here just to the left of our broadcast position, where the full 12U team for Hasek's Heroes is congregated watching their counterparts. 6 seconds to go in the Hasek's Heroes penalty as the Heroes smartly play it out of the zone to kill off the last little bit of the penalty. Murray back across the blue line, but not quite coordinating with Lincoln to be onsides on the play. So a stoppage with 1:11 to play in regulation. Amherst making another change here, getting a couple new bodies out there for this neutral zone faceoff. A couple new defenders coming out for the Hasek's Heroes squad as well. As we are set to go here, Nahan Howell playing that puck forward. He might have a breakaway. Howell with the pass to himself, and now he has a break in alone. Takes the shot as he gets the goaltender leaning to the left. Can't get it past Halton, though, as Halton has another stop in his up his sleeve this morning. 5 or 6 of them already today, and he has earned every single bit of the result that the scoreboard currently shows. I'm not going to say that one word I'm not supposed to say about a goaltender that has a really good game going like Halton does. Did I do a good job of avoiding that, Sean?
You did, Aaron. You did. You definitely did not say the pitcher was throwing a no-hitter right there.
It's the same thing, but, you know.
I didn't say the word, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Those sides were off so much that became a circle. My goodness.
That was a 3-on-1 if they coordinated it properly, but maybe over-exuberant on the play there were the Knights, as they were so offsides that it was both players without the puck were into the offensive zone. Surprised that this one isn't all the way back into the Amherst end on the intentional offsides, as the Heroes are going to have to do a little bit better job of getting their numbers right, as Edmonds skating back towards the bench.
Man, the ref just shamelessly dropped the puck.
30 seconds to go in regulation. Puck back towards the Heroes' goal. August Blurch picking it up there, circling the net, looking to start the breakout with the pass to Sapansky. Can't connect, and it might provide another opportunity for Bayer. Backhand shot towards the front. Great setup to Stein as he sauced it right to the mid-slot. Stein bouncing puck one time on goal, and Crispin makes the save. That's just good hockey on all sides there. 5 seconds to go in regulation as it goes off the defenseman's skate and in. That's going to be the way this one ends. Amherst getting a bit of an ugly one to finish it off, but a convincing victory and a well-played game for the Amherst Knights as they come out of here with a healthy win. Good game on both ends, though, as the Heroes battled hard in this one, but facing a tough squad here from the Amherst Knights, and it is the Knights coming away with the victory this morning. We have a second matchup between these two organizations. Amherst versus Hasek's Heroes comes your way right away. 10 o'clock here on the Nickel City Hockey Network. Stay tuned for that one. It'll come up after the ice is resurfaced, and me and Sean will join you for the call of that one. For Sean McHugh, I'm Aaron Elpern. Thank you for joining us for this broadcast. Another one coming up in about 10 minutes.